At the office party, she introduced me as just the guy who pays the bills. I raised my eyebrows, smiled politely, but inside something snapped. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Today's story is going to be full of suspense, betrayal, and shocking twists, so stay tuned till the end. It was supposed to be a simple office party. Lights twinkling, music playing softly, the occasional clink of glasses. I walked in hoping for a calm evening, maybe some networking, and definitely not a humiliation. And yet, within minutes, my world tilted. There she was, my girlfriend Sophie, grinning as she leaned into our mutual colleagues, introducing me with that line. "Oh, this is just the guy who pays the bills." Laughter followed her words, echoing in my chest like a warning bell I chose to ignore. I forced a laugh, shrugged, and raised my glass. Nobody knew the full story. Nobody knew that just last week, I had found texts on her phone, messages from someone named Lucas. Innocuous at first glance, polite work chatter until they weren't. Words like, "I miss you," and "When can we be alone?" were casually hidden between emojis and work updates. I should have confronted her immediately, but something inside me wanted to see how far this act could go, how deep her lies had penetrated the world she presented to everyone else. The party went on and I tried to stay calm, walking over to the buffet table, pretending I didn't hear her laugh at my expense. But I couldn't shake the feeling that this wasn't just an innocent joke. Her phone buzzed, and I noticed Lucas's name flash across the screen. That was it. My heart raced, my hands tingled, and a plan began forming. I wasn't going to be a victim tonight. I slipped away quietly to the parking lot, pulled out my own phone and texted a mutual friend. "Lucas is here tonight. Watch carefully." Then I returned, my steps measured, my smile perfectly neutral. I didn't need to confront Sophie publicly. Tonight I was going to watch the truth reveal itself. Hours passed. People danced, drank, mingled. I noticed Sophie slipping away several times, whispering to her phone, her laughter now tinged with secrecy. My friend's text kept me updated. "He's in the corner by the coat rack. She just went to meet him near the parking exit." Each message made my stomach churn and my pulse quicken. Finally, the moment came. I trailed them discreetly to the quiet parking lot behind the building. There, under the dim glow of the streetlight, I saw Sophie and Lucas. She laughed, leaned into him, and without thinking, I stepped out from the shadows. The look on her face when she realized I had been following her was a mixture of shock, fear, and frustration. "What are you doing here?" she whispered, her voice trembling. "I could ask you the same thing," I replied, my tone calm but cold, each word deliberate. Lucas froze, caught between anger and panic, but it was Sophie who tried to make excuses. "It's not what it looks like," she said. But it was too late. The betrayal was evident, the proof undeniable. I reached into my pocket and pulled out my phone, showing them the screen full of her messages to Lucas, the timeline of their secret meetings, the plans she thought she had hidden perfectly. Sophie tried to snatch it, but I stepped back, keeping a firm grip. "You think you can hide behind jokes and smiles?" I asked, my voice echoing in the empty lot. "You think I wouldn't notice?" Tears welled up in her eyes, not just because she was caught, but because she realized I had known far more than she ever imagined. Lucas looked at me, a mix of anger and fear in his eyes. I felt no anger. Not yet. Only the satisfaction of clarity. Finally, the truth laid bare. Then I did something neither of them expected. I didn't scream, I didn't attack, I didn't beg. I walked away. I left them there under the dim parking lot light, with their secrets exposed. As I got into my car, I felt a strange calm. The humiliation at the party, the hidden betrayals, the endless lies, they no longer had power over me. I drove home, and on the way I received a message from Sophie. "Please don't leave me like this." I didn't reply. Not because I was cruel, but because I had already made my choice. My life was no longer hers to manipulate. The next day at work, she approached me, pretending everything was normal. "Can we talk?" she asked. I looked at her, really looked, and saw not the woman I loved, but a stranger who had fooled me for too long. I shook my head, walked past her, and whispered to myself, "Not anymore." Friends and colleagues later told me that they were shocked at her audacity at the party. But I smiled quietly to myself, knowing the real shock was yet to settle in. Her private humiliation, her secrets exposed to the one person who mattered most, had been mine alone to witness. I didn't need drama. I didn't need revenge. Watching the truth unravel on its own was enough. Some say betrayal burns like fire, and maybe it does. But tonight I realize fire can also illuminate. And what it showed me was that my life deserved honesty, respect, and loyalty. Not laughter at someone else's expense. Not whispered meetings in empty parking lots. And as for Sophie and Lucas, let's just say that office party was the beginning of their undoing. Secrets once revealed rarely survive the daylight. And some lessons are best learned from the shadows before they reach your doorstep. Thanks for watching this video, everyone. If you enjoyed this story and want more suspenseful, thrilling, and dramatic tales, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Until next time, remember, sometimes the truth is closer than you think, and it always finds a way to come out.